The J-Man DVD vlog for today. I've got lots to review, so let's get to it. The first movie is 18 Hours in Ashley with Taylor Goodrum and Sascha Burmeister. This is an Australian film. This is based on a book by Robin Klein, and it has Craig McLachlan from Neighbours. And this is Delta's first movie. Haven't even seen it, here's a quick synopsis about it. 14-year-old Erica Yerkin, or Yerk, Sascha Burmeister, is a melodramatic teenager living in a chaotic house with a very unconventional family who believes she is destined for greater things. She daydreams of being a famous movie star, great heroine, and almost anything else that takes her away from the humdrum world of Baringa East. At least at school, Yerk feels she is shining, that is until the arrival of Miss Perfect, Alison Ashley, Delta Goodrum, ruins all her plans. Alison is beautiful and rich, and to top it all off, she's smart. Based on the best-selling novel by Robin Klein, 18 Hours in Ashley is a comic yet poignant portrayal of the dilemmas of being a teenager, of how schoolgirl rivalries and embarrassing families can eventually lead to true friendship. This is a good Australian movie. Here's the disc. The next movie is War Horse with Jeremy Irvine. This is directed by Steven Spielberg. Here's the disc, and here's the back. The next movie is The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel with Bill Nighy, Maggie Smith, and Judi Dench. I heard they're making The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel 2. Here's the disc. And this is directed by John Madden. The next movie is based on Judy Moody and the Not Bomber Summer. This has got an Australian girl in it by the name of Jordana Beatty, and it has Heather Graham in it. Here's the disc. The next movie is one that this movie has been made into a musical on Broadway and also here in Australia. It's the Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. If you haven't seen it, here's a quick synopsis about it. This wonderfully inventive and incredibly funny Australian film about three drag performers brawling the vast rugged outback won the 1994 Academy Award for Costume Design, featuring fabulous and heartfelt performances from Terence Stamp, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Hugo Weaving, The Matrix, Guy Pearce, Memento, and a busload of all new Laugh Out Loud special features. This is one of the wildest movies ever made. They came, they conquered, they looked fabulous. With a contract to perform a drag show way out in the Australian desert, Tick, Adam and Ralph each has his own reason for wanting to leave the safety of Sydney, christening their battered pink tour bus Priscilla. This really funny this is a good Australian movie. Is the disc. And it has a song called Save the Best for Last at the end. I like Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Next movie is a Zac Efron movie called Charlie St. Cloud. This is a Kim Basinger who played his mum. This is very sad. Here's the disc. The next movie is a musical called Hairspray. Got Michelle Pfeiffer in it, John Travolta, Zac Efron, Queen Latifah, Christopher Walken, Amanda Bynes, Nikki Blonsky, James Marsden. All-star cast. I saw this when it was on in the musical when I showed you my programs. It's the disc. And that's Hairspray. My next Zac Efron movie is High School Musical 2, which is the sequel to the first High School Musical movie. This one they have summer jobs at this is High School Musical 2. This one they have summer jobs at Ryan and Sharpay's Country Club. Here's the disc. Hope they make High School Musical the reunion movie, I hope. Okay. My next movie is Where the Wild Things Are, which is directed by Spike Jonze, who did the movie Her, which I'll show you later in my review. I like this movie. This is based on the book by Moy Sendak. I'll show you the disc. And I'll quickly read the synopsis. 9-year-old Max runs away from home and sails across the sea to become king of a wondrous realm of gigantic fuzzy monsters. But being king may not be as carefree as it looks. Filmmaker Spike Jonze directs a magical, visually astonishing film version of Moy Sendak's celebrated best-selling classic, exploring the joys and wild rumpus of the time and place we call childhood. I like Spike Jonze. Yeah. My next movie is Wanderlust with Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd. In this movie, her fiance Justin Theroux is in this movie. It also has Catherine Hahn in it. Yeah, I like Jennifer Aniston. She's also going to be in the movie that I'll show you later called We're the Millers. Here's the disc. My next movie is an Adam Sandler movie called Bedtime Stories. And it also has Russell Brand in there, Courtney Cox, Guy Pearce. Yeah, I like this movie. I like Adam Sandler. He's such a good actor. Here's the disc. This is his first Disney movie. My next movie is The Social Network, which is based on the making of Facebook. It has Jesse Eisenberg in there, Andrew Garfield is in the new Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Here's the disc. And it's directed by David Fincher. My next movie is called The Double with Richard Gere and Topher Grace. Here's the disc. Here's my first High School Musical movie. This is where Zac Efron got his claim to fame as a teen heartthrob. Here's the disc. It also has another newcomer. It also has another teen heartthrob, Vanessa Hudgens. My next Zac Efron movie, which he did the voice, is the animated movie, The Lorax. And Taylor Swift is in this movie as the voice too. It's the disc. And this is the voice. This is Dr. Seuss's movie. This is based on the book by Dr. Seuss. My next Zac Efron movie is 17 Again, which he did with Matthew Perry, Leslie Mann, Michelle Trachtenberg. I like this movie. I like Zac Efron. Here's the disc. And this is the last High School Musical movie called High School Musical 3 Senior Year. This is the finale to the High School Musical series. This is where they go their separate ways and talk about their high school experience. This is the first High School Musical movie. This is the first High School Musical movie out theatrically in cinemas, not on the Disney Channel. My next movie is a Tom Cruise movie called Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I like Tom Cruise. Yes, I do. Here's the disc. Have you even seen it? Here's a quick rundown. No plan, no backup, no choice. Agent Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise, and his elite team, Jeremy Renner, The Avengers, and Simon Pegg, Star Trek, go underground after a bombing of the Kremlin implicates the IMF as international terrorists. While trying to clear the agency's name, the team uncovers a plot to start a nuclear war. Now, to save the world, they must use every high-tech trick in the book. The mission has never been more real, more dangerous, or more impossible. That was Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. My next movie is Larry Crown, which Tom Hanks directed, and it has Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, Bryan Cranston from Mad Men. Have you ever seen it? Here's a quick synopsis about it. Until he was downsized, a venerable, admirable Larry Crown was a superstar team leader at the company where he's worked since his time in the Navy. Underwater on his mortgage, Larry heads to his local college to start over and develops an unexpected crush on his teacher, Mercedes Taino, Julia Roberts, who has lost as much passion for teaching as she has for her husband. The simple guy who has every reason to think his life has stalled will come to learn an unexpected lesson when what you think everything worth having has passed you by. You just might discover your reason to live. I like Tom Hanks. Here's the disc. This is Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. This is directed by James Mangold. If you haven't seen it, a quick synopsis. A chance encounter thrusts a woman and a charming but lethal operative into a series of adventures across the globe. As if dodging assassins and uncovering world-changing secrets were enough, she must now figure out if he is a good guy, a traitor, or just plain crazy. During their glamorous, globe-trotting and sometimes deadly adventure, nothing and no one, even the now fugitive couple, are what they seem. Amidst shifting alliances and unexpected betrayals, they race across the world with their survival ultimately hinging on the battle of truth versus trust. I like Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise. It's the disc for night and day. Hold on. Here's another old one. It's called Revolutionary Road with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. This is their reteaming after they did Titanic. This is directed by Sam Mendes, who was now... that was directed by Sam Mendes, who was married to Cameron... No. This is a movie called Revolutionary Road. This is a movie called Revolutionary Road with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Sam Mendes was married to Kate Winslet at the time. Have you ever seen it? It's a quick synopsis. Adapted from the landmark novel by Richard Yates, Revolutionary Road is an incisive portrait of an American marriage seen through the eyes of Frank, Leonardo DiCaprio, and April Wheeler, Kate Winslet. Yates' story of 1950s America poses a question that has been reverberating through modern relationships ever since. Can two people break away from the ordinary without breaking apart? That was Revolutionary Road. Here's the disc. My next review is Ted with Mark Wahlberg and the voice of Ted, Seth MacFarlane, who did Family Guy, American Dad, The Cleveland Show. It also has Mila Kunis, who was the voice of Meg in Family Guy. Have you ever seen it? It's a quick synopsis. Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane brings his boundary-pushing brand of humor to his first ever feature film, Ted. Ted tells the story of John Bennett, Mark Wahlberg, a grown man who must deal with a cherished teddy bear who came to life as the result of a childhood wish and has refused to leave his side ever since. That was Ted. Just the disc. I heard there's going to be a Ted 2, so look out for that movie. The next movie is Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. They teamed together for The Wedding Singer, 51st Dates, and now they're re-teaming again for the movie Blended. This is based in the 80s. Yeah, I like this movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a quick synopsis. You are cordially invited to fall in love with one of the funniest romantic comedies of the year. It's 1985, and Robbie Hart, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison is the ultimate master of ceremonies until he's left at the altar at his own wedding. Devastated, he becomes a newlywed's worst nightmare. An entertainer who can do nothing but destroy other people's weddings. It's not until he meets a warm-hearted waitress named Julia, Drew Barrymore, Scream, that he starts to pick up the pieces of his heart. The only problem is Julia's about to have a wedding of her own, and unless Robbie can pull off the performance of a lifetime, the girl of his dreams will be gone forever. From Big Hair to Billy Idol as himself, The Wedding Singer features a hilarious cast and a platinum soundtrack, including 80s hits from Culture Club, David Bowie, and The Police. That was The Wedding Singer. Here's the disc. My next movie is Taking 5. If you haven't seen it, here's a quick synopsis. just when BFFs Gabby and Devon have a chance to get the hottest band to perform a free concert at Highland High, their plan goes up in smoke. Literally. Desperate not to be labelled losers for life, they resort to plan B, kidnap the band. Now it's limos, laughs, and a shot at love with 5 Leo Rise, played by hot pop band The Click 5. But when the girls discover a secret about the band, things hit a sour note. Will 5 Leo rise to the occasion and play at their homecoming, or will Gabby and Devon be stuck in social Siberia forever? That was the Taking 5. Here's the disc. The next one is The Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie, which is based on the TV show with Selena Gomez, David Hendry, and J.T. Austin. The disc fell out, so here's the disc. The next old one is Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner. Then they teamed together again in the Dallas Buyers Club. This also has Michael Douglas and Emma Stone in it too. Well, hold on. Here's the disc that fell out. The next old one is 2 Weeks Notice with Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant. This is written by Mark Lawrence, who directed Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore in music and lyrics. Here's the disc. The next one is Whip It, which Drew Barrymore directed and starred in. And it also has Kirsten Wiig in it too. And Emma Page from Juno. Here's the disc. The next one is LOL this one is LOL with Miley Cyrus, Drew Barrymore. No, this is called LOL with Miley Cyrus, Demi Moore. Yeah. It's the disc. The next one is a very good one. It's got Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, Sleepless in Seattle, which you could watch on Valentine's Day, and it's very good, which is directed by the director who died, Nora Ephron. My second last old one before I move on to my big ones is the Disney Channel movie Geek Charming with Sarah Hyland and her boyfriend Matt Prokop. Sarah Hyland is also in a movie called Date and Switch, and she's also in that vampire movie, Vampire Academy. She's also in Modern Family. I like Sarah Hyland. It's the disc. My last old one before I move on to my DVDs is Romeo Michelle's High School Reunion with it's called Romeo Michelle's High School Reunion. Lisa Kudrow, Mina Sorvino, Alan Cumming, Janine Garofalo. It has a song in it at the end called Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. Here's the disc. So let's move on to my DVDs. My first one is The Way Way Back with Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Sam Rockwell, and Sophia Robb. I already showed you. I like Toni Collette and Steve Carell. I'll just quickly read to you if you haven't seen it. The Way Back is the funny and poignant coming-of-age story of 14-year-old Duncan's summer vacation with his mother Pam, her overbearing boyfriend Trent, and his daughter Steph. Having a rough time fitting in, the introverted Duncan finds an unexpected friend in Gregorius Owen, manager of the Waterways Water Park. Through his funny clandestine friendship with Owen, Duncan slowly opens up to and begins to finally find his place in the world, all during a summer he will never forget. That was The Way Back. First, I put my old ones back in my bag. Hold on. All of them down here. Okay. My next one is Las Vegas, which has got Michael Douglas, Morgan Freeman, Robert De Niro, and Kevin Kline. It also has the guy from Entourage, Jerry Ferrera, and Mary Steenburgen. If you haven't seen it, here's a quick synopsis. One legendary weekend. Billy, Michael Douglas, Paddy, Robert De Niro, Archie, Morgan Freeman, and Sam, Kevin Kline, have been best friends since childhood. So when Billy, the group's sworn Billy, Michael Douglas, Paddy, Robert De Niro, Archie, Morgan Freeman, and Sam, Kevin Kline, have been best friends since childhood. So when Billy, the group's sworn bachelor, finally proposes to his 30-something, of course, girlfriend, the four head to Las Vegas with a plan to stop acting their age and relive their glory days. However, upon arriving, the four quickly realize that the decades have transformed Sin City and tested their friendship in ways they never imagined. The Rat Pack may have once played the Sands, and Cirque du Soleil may now rule the Strip, but it's these four who are taking over Vegas. That was Las Vegas. Here's the disc. The next one is the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Adams. Yeah. And it's directed by Spike Jonze, who did Where the Wild Things Are. Here's the disc. My next movie is the movie The Counselor with Drew Barrymore. No, this is a movie called The Counselor with Cameron Diaz, Michael Fassbender, Javier Bardem, Penelope Cruz, Brad Pitt, and it's directed by Ridley Scott. Have you ever seen it? Here's a quick synopsis. An all-star cast featuring Michael Fassbender, Brad Pitt, Cameron Diaz, Javier Bardem, and Penelope Cruz sizzles in this action-packed thriller from visionary director Ridley Scott and acclaimed writer Cormac McCarthy. A savvy lawyer, Fassbender, known for doing the right thing for the wrong people, decides to put his connections to the test by diving into a treacherous drug deal for some quick cash. But the counselor soon learns that having it all could mean losing everything. That was The Counselor. Here's the disc. My next movie is called Welcome to the Jungle with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Adam Brody from the OC, who plays Seth Cohen. Here's the disc. Just letting you know that Adam Brody is now married to Lady Meester. Just letting you know that Adam Brody is now married to Lady Meester. My next movie is called Diana. This is with Naomi Watts. Have you even seen it? It's a quick synopsis. Diana takes audiences into the private realm of one of the world's most iconic and inescapably public women, the Princess of Wales. Diana, two-time Oscar nominee Naomi Watts. In the last 2 years of her melodramatic life, on the occasion of the 16th anniversary of her sudden death, acclaimed director Oscar Olivia Ushenbull, the Oscar-nominated acclaimed director, the Oscar-nominated downfall explores Diana's final rite of passage. A secret love affair with Pakistani heart surgeon Hazmat Khan, Naveen Andrews, lost the English patient, the human complications of which reveal the princess's climactic days in a compelling new light. Ushenbull directs from a screenplay by award-winning playwright Stephen Jeffries, inspired by the book Diana, Her Last Love by Kate Snell, which is in turn drawn from extensive interviews with close friends and confidants. The result is a window into the tumultuous change-filled period from 1995 to 1997 in the wake of Diana's shattering divorce from Prince Charles, and at the moment when she stood on the cusp of a different life, evolving into a global humanitarian, a master of maneuvering fame and becoming her own woman. That was Diana. This is a movie called Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson. I already told you about this movie, so I'll quickly show you the synopsis. Yeah, here it is. Here's another Zac Efron movie. It's called The Paperboy with Zac Efron, Nicole Kidman, Matthew McConaughey, John Cusack. Here's the disc. Here's my last Zac Efron movie. It's called The Lucky One with Zac Efron, Taylor Schilling. This is based on a book by... Hold on. This is based on a book. This is based on a book by Nicholas Sparks, who wrote The Notebook. My next movie is my first Vince Vaughn movie, is The Internship, which he done with Owen Wilson. And it has the guy from Teen Wolf in it, Dylan O'Brien. This is about they get internships at Google. Here's the disc. And here's the back. My next Vince Vaughn movie is called Delivery Man. It's directed by Ken Scott, and it has Colby Smulders in there, Chris Pratt. Here's the disc. My next movie is a movie called The Railway Man with Nicole Kidman, Colin Firth, Jeremy Irvine, Stellan Skarsgård. Here's the disc. My next movie is called Joe with Nicolas Cage, Ty Sheridan from Mud. It's directed by David Gordon Green, who did The Theatre, Prince Avalanche. My next movie is called Labor Day with Kate Winslet, Josh Brolin. It's directed by Jason Reitman, who did Juno, Up in the Air, Young Adult. Here's the disc. My next movie is Veronica Mars with Kristen Bell. This is based on the TV show. This movie wasn't made, but it was made thanks to a Kickstarter campaign. Here's the disc. This is the next one is called Dallas Buyers Club with Matthew McConaughey, Jennifer Garner, Jared Leto. Both Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto both won Oscars at this year's Oscars. The disc. My next movie is Silver Linings Playbook with Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver. This is directed by David O. Russell, who directed Jennifer Lawrence in American Hustle. Here's the disc. My next movie is Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale, Woody Harrelson, Casey Affleck, who is Ben Affleck's brother. Here's the disc. Here is American Hustle with Christian Bale, Jennifer Lawrence, Jeremy Renner, Amy Adams, Bradley Cooper. This is directed by David O. Russell. Here is the movie that won Best Picture at this year's Oscars. 12 Years a Slave, with Chiwetel Ejiofor, Lupita Nyong'o, Michael Fassbender. Here's the disc. Here's another Jennifer Lawrence movie. It's called The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, which is a sequel to the first Hunger Games. It's Josh Hutcherson, Woody Harrelson, Donald Sutherland. Then this year they're going to make the Hunger Games Mock J Part 1. Then next year they're going to make the Hunger Games Mock J Part 2, which is a two-parter finale to the whole Hunger Games trilogy. My next movie is The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio. This is a movie made with the director Baz Luhrmann. Baz Luhrmann is now directing Strictly Ballroom, the musical, which is in Sydney at the Lyric Theatre. Can't wait for Strictly Ballroom, the musical, to come to Melbourne so I can see it. Here's the disc. Leonardo DiCaprio and Baz Luhrmann worked together before this movie in a movie called Romeo and Juliet. My next Leonardo DiCaprio movie is called The Wolf of Wall Street, which he did with director Martin Scorsese. Here's the disc. The next movie is called Grown Ups 2 with Adam Sandler, Kevin Spade. No, this is called David Spade. This is called Adam Sandler, David Spade, Kevin James, Chris Rock, Salma Hayek. He has a cameo by YouTube sensation Jimmy Tatro. Jimmy Tatro has his own YouTube channel called Life According to Jimmy. Check him out. Then after Adam Sandler made Grown Ups 2, he made a movie called Blended, which he did with Drew Barrymore. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a quick synopsis. The all-star comedy cast from Grown Ups returns with some exciting new additions. After moving his family back to his hometown to be with his friends and their kids, Lenny, Adam Sandler, finds out that between old bullies and new bullies, wild bus drivers, cops and skis, and 400 costumed party crashers, sometimes crazy follows you. So sorry that this was not in there because I'm watching Grown Ups 2 now. My second last movie is We're the Millers, Jennifer Aniston, Dave Sudeikis, Emma Roberts, Will Poulter. Here's the disc. In this movie, Ed Helms is in it, playing David Sudeikis' drug boss, Brad Gerlinger. My last movie is called The Smurfs 2, which has Neil Patrick Harris, Jayma Mays, Smurfette is the voice of Katy Perry, Hank Azaria, Brendan Gleeson. At the end, it has a song by Britney Spears called. Called Ooh La La. That's all my movies for today. I'm the J-Man saying, I'm the J-Man saying, bye!